Welcome back to Real Repairs for Real Customers. This time we're looking at a BMW X5. Now all through the interior there is this imitation wood trim. It's on the console, the door panels, and the dash. And it's all damaged to some degree, but fortunately it's a very, very easy repair. I'm sure you'll have fun doing it. Let's get to work. We have two colors to make, so I just grabbed something that I thought was close out of what I had in stock. I marked both the light and dark colors here on the paper, and it looks like it's a good starting point. I'm going to start with the lighter color, and of course we won't get a really good true look at it until we dab some on here and then dry it down. By the way, I have fortified these colors with plastic primer and of course flattener to match the finish of the plastic. Boy, was I way off. It's way too light and too orange. All right, let's check out the darker of the two colors. Okay, so that one looks too dark and too red. Let's go back and adjust those. To the lighter color, I added some brown to darken it and some blue to take away the orange. And from my perspective, it's still too light, so we didn't go far enough there, and now it looks yellow. So we'll have to add some violet. And we still need more violet, more like a red violet. And I still didn't go far enough, so I'm going to go a little bit further with the red violet again and a drop of black to darken it. And we've got it this time. See, step by step, but I didn't overshoot it. We can use this. So this is our lighter base color. Now for the dark lines. Now previously, our darker color was too dark and also too red. So I lightened it up with some tan that I had on hand, and I added some green to remove the red. So it looks like I've lightened it just a bit much. So let's go back and put some black and brown, just a drop of each in here to darken. And I trust we can just go with that. Of course, we're doing a little cleaning here and getting off the test colors, but prepping for our application. I do want to hit all of the white worn areas with the lighter color first, and unfortunately I had to steady my brush hand with the other hand, and I'm kind of cramped in this position here and in blocking the camera, so just for this one panel though. But the rest of the panels will show, and you can get a better view of doing the whole piece. So now the raised lines get the dark color. Moving right along here so that neither of these colors has dried yet. Now here's the secret to the whole thing, I believe. I'm taking some Highwear Clear Matte because the pieces are matte finished. And I'm wiping these colors before they're dried, streaking them in the direction of the grain, so it all blends. We're going to follow in quick succession here this passenger door and the driver door, but you'll get to see how nicely everything blends. There is a reward for taking the time to dial in your color right at the very beginning of the job, taking every effort to make every small adjustment to the color, because then you can just fly through the rest of the job and you're not concerned anymore about how everything's going to blend. You can just breeze right along at a good pace, touch it up, and you're confident you've got it. On the other hand, if I didn't do that, I would be struggling to make each piece look good. So then the effort on the front end makes the whole job fun to do. So the idea for the clear, it's a matte clear, and these pieces have a very matte finish to them. But everywhere where we've put these light spots, and everywhere that we've put the dark lines through the light spots to make the darker grain lines, that clear is going to come and smear those colors in the direction of the grain. It will take those spots and make them linear instead of circular. So each of those spots will be streaked or elongated in the direction of the grain. And the clear will also slightly smear the colors, just softening the edges of the added colors a little bit to blend them in. It's a clear smear. Since these colors are so specific, I'm going to keep them back for a little while, and I'm going to put a hex nut in them to agitate them well. Now, I used to use marbles for this, but I've totally lost all my marbles. So now I'm just going nuts.